Hello guys. Migraines are terrible to have, are, are very bad, very painful. It can affect many things in your life. This morning I woke up with a pulsating pain on the left hand side of my head here and behind my eye. And it happens every year. It's like a seasonal flu. Every year I get this. I don't know whether it's because of the cold or it's just the timing that it decides to activate and wake up. The migraines, the cluster headaches that I get, but I believe it's more like migraine. And this morning I got up, I was in a lot of pain. Usually I just lay in bed and it's just strange. Most nights I wake up from my sleep early hours in the morning with actual pain from these migraines behind my eye again and the left hand side of my head. And I want to sleep. It's the nicest sleep, that sort of time, where you're getting into sleep and you're enjoying it. And I wake up from pain from it. But today in particular, I woke up about 8:30, 9. I was in bed and I woke up from the pain. And it wasn't so intense in the beginning. But as I tried to turn around and just close my eyes and then open it again because of the pain and just not think about it, it was building up. The pain was building up. So I got up, I quickly got dressed, and usually I'd just get in my car and go get my favorite coffee in the morning. I couldn't even do that. So I got dressed, and obviously you do your usual morning stuff, and brush your teeth. I didn't even brush my teeth because I was such pain that I didn't know my priorities. I was not worried about brushing my teeth or anything. I just wanted to walk and distract my mind and get some fresh air. Hopefully it will wear off, but it didn't. So I got into the car and I just went to my sister's house and I lay down and just for a brief moment the pain went down again. I didn't take any painkillers or ibuprofen, which in the past I took. The reason I didn't take it is usually these things don't help, although ibuprofen is good for rhythmic sort of pain and similar to what these migraines are, but I'm always reluctant to take medication unless I really, really needed it. And in this case, I really, really needed it, but I kept hoping that the pain will subdue and I will feel better, but I didn't. So I became a bit stubborn as well, in a sense, not wanting to take the tablets that I've come this far with this pain. And it's a horrible pain, it's a horrible condition to live with. If you've had migraines, cluster headaches, you know what I'm talking about. And no matter how much you explain it to people who have never experienced it, they will not know the true pain and the agony that one is in when you have headaches, migraines. And in my case, even touching my head at one point became sensitive, maybe because of the pain in that area. Anyhow, the pain didn't subdue very quickly, and then by 11 o'clock, I felt vomity. And this happens very rare, exceptionally when the pain is very strong. And this morning it was strong and I just threw up a bit. There was nothing because I didn't eat anything late at night. And yeah, I've done, been to doctors before, and they gave me these medication called Serbitrine. And I tried it before, the tablets, You can't get them over the counter, you know, it has to be prescribed by a doctor. And it worked. It worked, you know. The doctor told me, as soon as you notice the pain is coming, take a tablet. And I did that last year. And it did work, cutting out the senses and the pain senses, you know, in my head. But I noticed I was having some other side effects, some weird sensation going on in my face and my body. So I decided to not use it and just leave it as a last resort. And what can I say, guys? It's horrible. It's a horrible thing to have. It looks like God is giving me lots of things to try, you know, with the pain and challenges, and from, you know, from my young adulthood life, from early 2013, I had my first panic attack. From panic attack, the anxiety was with me. Anxiety was with me up until now, and then from there I've had heart palpitations, heart skips, ectopic beats. From ectopic beats, I'm having migraines at the same time, more or less. So I'm just sick of it. It's comes to a point where you think, you know, is this life worth it at the end of it? You know, when you have all these pains, and then you got the struggles of life with it as well, and then your family, and then you go through a divorce. So it's fucking wonderful. God is saying, try this, try that, try that. That's the way I feel like I've been dealt with or treated with. But I'm still happy, I'm still grateful. And all these pains and struggles and ups and downs, when you look back at it, it maybe, you know, it makes life feel sweet and worthwhile, you know. And but I can do without the migraines, if I'm honest. I'm having red balm herbal tea, and it's supposed to be good for you, and I'm having this before I go to bed after this video. Anyways, if you guys also suffer from migraine and cluster headaches, let me know any tips. What do you guys do to help you to ease the pain? Obviously, the obvious things were, when I have this pain, and especially this morning, I try to avoid direct light, and as I came into the living room, I tried to adjust my eyesight with the sensitivity of the morning light. It was painful, but I was more concerned with the amount of the intensity of the pain on my left hand side of the head. And I thought, you know what, I need to start eliminating some of the food I eat. I've not done any official tests, but through the past pains that I've had with this and years that I've been having this, I think cheese is on top of the list. You know, in general, dairy products. I need to stop this. So from now on, I'm no longer having cheese, cow's milk, any milk, yogurt. Although I love yogurt, I love dairy products, but I'm gonna have to stop this for now, for a good couple of weeks, to see whether my migraines will stop. And if that's the case, then I can connect it with dairy products. And then I will also try not to use the phone late at night. Although I'm recording this, I'll turn it off, and that's it. I'll put a podcast on and fall asleep. I will not watch any videos close to my eyes before bed. So these things I will be doing. And also, the coffee that I have in the morning contains full fat milk, so that I'm sort of stuck. And I think I'll still continue having my coffee, if I'm honest, because then I'll be a miserable guy as I am already at times. So I will reduce the coffee, but I won't stop it. But yes, all dairy products I will stop. And yeah, it's a terrible thing. Lots of people suffer from this, millions of people. And I just hope they find a cure to this. It's not an easy thing, because it's in your head, it's your brain. What triggers this? I'm not from a medical background, but I put it down to maybe food we might have allergies, or maybe our bodies are not used to certain food and it triggers it. And then, although the brain is here, but I think your gut down there has a lot to do with it as well, from the research that I've done and things that I've looked into. So food and gut bacteria has a lot to do with it, I assume. And this affects a lot of people. And as a result of the pain that you get, you end up not going to work, unable to go to work, unable to look after your kids and family, because you're, in essence, I don't know what the word is, where you're unable to be productive. You just go into a minor seizure in terms of not being able to do anything, and just only countering the pain in your head. And even now I'm touching it, it's fine, but it's sensitive. This side is fine, and it's horrible. Let me know if you guys have gone through this. What do you guys do to reduce the pain or totally eliminate these migraines, cluster headaches, whatever they're bloody called? It's not a normal headache. A normal headache, I believe, just forefront of your head and on the side maybe, and is not as intense and painful as a migraine or a cluster headache, which I suffer from. And the pain sometimes is probably a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. I end up vomiting. So that's a way of your body just showing that the pain is intense. It affects many things, it affects your job. You have time off sick, medication, medical checkups, and it costs a lot as a whole against the economy. Maybe it costs billions of pounds just having this particular issue, if millions of people have this. And it's a shame that the pharmaceutical companies have not found a solution or a medication. But I'm sure, I mentioned the medication that I take, so they have found something that can sort of kill the pain signal, but it comes with side effects. Or maybe research done to just eliminate it naturally. I'm sure there are ways out there. I need to do more research on this. Because when the pain goes, after a few hours you forget and you carry on with life and everything is nice and sweet and you're grateful for not having that pain. But when you do have the pain, then you think, I wish I can dedicate my life in finding a solution to this condition. It's not easy. It really is not easy. And I get nervous sometimes, anxious, that the pressure here and the pain and the pulsating behind my eye, that it may trigger some other events in my body where I was listening to this video where it can give you a seizure, but I've not seen anyone suffer a seizure from actual migraines. But who knows, if someone just has a seizure, you could not say it wasn't from a migraine that this person had, or a cluster headache. Maybe I'm getting too far ahead of myself with this medical side of things. But yeah, migraines, cluster headaches are a bitch. Painful. And I don't wish it upon anyone. And if you guys would like to share your tricks and tips, if you suffer from this or know someone that suffer, please leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching my video, and keep well, guys. Thank you.